Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NFT AMA for Artists with Chloe. If you are currently here in this air meet session, I see there's like one person here right now and future. Welcome, and feel free to type out your questions throughout this session. If you have them already, please write them out so I can just get started with your question first. If you don't have any questions, you kind of want to just watch me go along with what I'm doing today, feel free to do that as well. I'm Chloe. Like it says in my tag, I am the co-facilitator of the Create Base Guild at Near. Basically, Near is a layer 1 blockchain, proof of stake. Create Base is a guild, so different communities within Near, they use this term called guilds. And Mintbase, which is the minting platform I am on currently, is using it has Create Base as its guild. Sorry, I'm like swapping between multiple tags and trying to make sure that everything's showing currently. But right now, you should be able to see my Mintbase profile, or the homepage of the Mintbase site, at least here. And so as I'm kind of going through this AMA, I will be dropping links into the chat. Oh, this one's kind of cute, this swing one. And so if you're here, you can follow along. If you're watching on YouTube, on the Create Base YouTube channel, sorry, you won't get these links live, but they're pretty straightforward. So right now I'm dropping the mintbase.io link so that you can kind of follow along with Mintbase and what I'm doing. And so I'm gonna kind of go through some basics of the platform. And so we have 214 stores. You can see the top right-hand corner. We have 1,306 Near earned so far. So Near is about $3.50 today, so not bad. About $4 grand US earned so far, not bad. Over 10,000 tokens minted. Just so different NFTs people have minted. 286 minters. So what that means is that even though you have 214 stores, some stores have multiple minters, and I'll show you that in a second here. And there's been over almost 8,000 NFTs listed on the marketplace. So I'll go to my base first, which might actually not work because I'm not logged in currently for some reason. It should actually work to log me in pretty instantly, but it is having an issue at the moment. I was having an issue with this earlier, and I actually have no clue why it's not working. But I might try either, honestly, let's just maybe just log in, but I'll try it again. I'll try just opening up a new Mintbase browser and see if it auto logs me in. Logging in manually is not that big of a deal, and maybe it'll be good to show the flow that people will see. So I'm already logged in with my Twitter account, but I have to connect my wallet. So we're gonna go through the flow. So everyone here can see what it looks like when they have to also add their Near account to their Mintbase profile. So if you don't have an account yet, you'll go to create account. I already have an account, so I will not do this, but you'll be taken here to wallet.near.org/create, where you can go through the process of creating your wallet. Again, I already have a wallet, so I will not be doing that. My wallet I'm planning on using today is secured on my ledger, and so it might take me a while to kind of go through all of my ledger accounts, so sorry about that. It might even be best to go through testnet, but here we go. We're gonna sign in and we're just gonna go through this. So first part of this AMA is going to be about how to use the wallet with your ledger. So you need to actually sign with your ledger, and it'll go through all of your different accounts to make sure you can register with them. So as you can already see, I already have 2 accounts confirmed, but for some reason it's not actually showing up on Mintbase yet. I will see if I can get that sorted through confirming all these accounts. So I have to do it one by one, actually. Sorry about that. I do have I have 14 accounts. So you're gonna have to wait for me to go through each of these accounts one by one. I'm sorry. If you have any questions though about using the Near wallet while I'm here, or if you have any questions about getting started with Mintbase or Create Base guilds and how they work, please feel free to ask away. It does take a few seconds to go through each of these. And sadly, it seems like I'm going to have to at least go through the majority of these. This one I'll actually deny because this is my funding address. I actually don't need this on my browser. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going through my ledger and I'm either adding these accounts to my browser for my wallet, or I'm choosing to reject adding them. And so they'll stay on my ledger. but they will not be added to my browser. And so this is just a way where you can have one ledger, one hardware wallet device, and you can manage as many accounts as you'd like on the Near blockchain. So I have Friends of the Care Project .near, for the school for special needs kids I was working with earlier this year. I have Kathleen .near and Mackenzie .near for a few of my friends. I have Rebecca .near up there for one of my friends who now actually works for the Near Foundation, which is super cool, the Near community team. Marma J .near is what I'm going to be going through today as we go through this AMA. And that's the account that I'm trying to log in so I can show you the NFTs that I've minted so far. I'm going to kind of walk through how we did that, how we got different settings showing up. But you need to go through, I think it might make you go through all of these. But I'm just going to go through the last two anyways because I'm already almost done. So Marma J .near was the one I needed. There you go. So now it's logged into all of them. It's being a butt. I can select this one and we allow. Sorry that took so long. But now I'll go back on my ledger. I'll actually approve this transaction. And now we'll redirect right back to the wallet. So the good thing about Near, though, in my opinion, and the Near wallet, so wallet.near.org, is that it redirects you for you. And so, oops, is this the login? Is it going to show me logged in or not? Yay, we are now logged in. And so this is my account, marmaj.near. It's actually kind of funny. So as you can see here, I'm logged into marmaj.near, but it's still showing my Chloe.near profile image. That's because I'm logged in to my Chloe Mintbase account. So you could actually have multiple Mintbase accounts as long as you connect them to different Twitter accounts. And then each of those Mintbase accounts that are connected to Twitter or Gmail can have multiple Near accounts connected. So I'll show you here how this up here in the right-hand corner is my Mintbase account, but it's connected to these three Near accounts. And so even if I logged into a different Mintbase account, I can have these same addresses logged in. But let's kind of take back from that tangent a little bit and kind of dig through the marmaj.near store. So again, if you have any questions, please ask. If you don't have any questions, I'm just going to continue digging into how Mintbase works, how we got started with the Marma J mint that we just, this is our very first mint for the Marma J Foundation, and all the details it entails. So if I want to create an NFT on marmaj.near, I'll go to this create tab. I'll have the option of creating on Chloe, the Chloe store, creating on the Marma J store, so the Chloe store. If I create, there's nothing here. I can hit mint in the top right-hand corner to mint something. See, boom, I can mint something. I don't want to mint right now. Or I can mint on the Marma J store. So there you go. And I can either mint more of these by using this plus symbol, right? I can mint up to 10 at a time. Cancel. I can delete this. I definitely don't want to do that. I can sell it if I want. Here you go. I do not want to sell it right now. And I only have one because I gave 3 away earlier. Or you can kind of see the whole store. So if I want to see more information about this NFT or this store, so let's check out this NFT. I added some extra data, so you can see the location of we minted it. You can see where it's stored on Arweave. You can see the royalties percent is going to, oops, it actually doesn't show who yet, but it's going to marmaj.near 10% and going to marmaj.sputnikDAO.near, the other percentage. I can upvote it with my other account. And so now you can see the full smart. So the end date, so this is a membership token. So I can add the end date and say, hey, this token is valid from June 1st to June 30th. And you can see the full smart contract. If you want to see who we are, you can kind of see the Marma J Foundation works to spread love and positivity by being an efficient support system for creatives in the Web3 space. And you can kind of see, why Near and why Mintbase. So I will drop this token in the chat so you can kind of see what you can, like, what kind of NFTs you can mint. Other than just art, right? You can do membership for your art creative, and you can be like, hey, this NFT signifies membership to my creative. Or you can kind of do the cool idea where you can say like anyone who holds this membership can mint on my marketplace. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go back to create, and we're going to go to settings. So this is the Marma store right now, and we're going to go to settings for this store. And there's this really interesting part called, oops, it's not showing settings at the moment. This happened to me earlier. They were actually updating the settings. So this happens a little bit. It's 1 p.m. here in Lisbon. And so the team is actually currently working on this page, I would assume. So we can't change the settings at the moment, it seems. But the settings here will allow you to add minters. So what you could do is you could meet people in your community who are artists, get them near accounts, add them as minters to your store manually, or you could have some sort of smart contract that says anybody who holds this NFT, so let's say it was this membership NFT, any account on Near who holds this membership NFT is able to mint on my store. That could be an idea of something you can do. So you can look at the full smart contract, for example, if you come down here. And so this is showing me the full smart contract for my store, which is marmaj, right? .mintbase1.near. So this is the Explorer. So I will also drop this link as well for those that want to check out the full store contract. So full store contract. And so now you can see what all the details for the marmaj.mintbase1.near store. Those have been 5 transactions. This is the amount of storage that's been used. This is my account balance. And so you can see that there's 6. We use 7 Near to create the store, and I'll go through this soon. It costs 7 Near to create a store, and we've actually used some of that Near already for these actions that we've put up already. And so the first method was creating store, and you can see actually Chloe.near created the store, right? Then Chloe.near granted minter access. Okay, so Chloe.near allowed marmaj.near to mint. Then Chloe.near gives another grant minter access. And you could actually look at this. So if you look into the code, you could see that the first action was granting access to the account ID of marmaj.near. The second minter is adding Bianca.near to the contract. And so the way I would do this if I was creating a smart contract is I would say, I would have a smart contract that saved, that updated, let's say, where like only marmaj.near could change the data of the smart contract. And I'd have a script that was checking all the holders of the marmaj membership once a day, let's say, right? And then we'd say, okay, well, in my smart contract, I'm going to save all the addresses under account IDs, valid account IDs. And if you're no longer a holder, we'll take you off of valid account IDs. And maybe we'll put you in, invalid account IDs. And we'll save you as someone who used to hold an ID but no longer does, just for a later use case. But all the valid account IDs we'd know that as of 24 hours ago, you were a holder of the Marmaj membership token. And then you could say, when you grant minter access, it could just be the account ID for granting minter access. Is this like smart contract you've created? And then when it goes into the smart contract to search, okay, can I mint? It'll actually check who's calling to that smart contract. That's how I would think about doing it intuitively. But who knows if that would work. But yeah, that's how I would do it. So that's the Marmaj membership. That's one of the ways we could use it in the future. We hope to have some sort of membership like that, where we can say who's holding this NFT token and how do we use that to kind of know who's membership of our community. And so that's the way we have art. We're minting it. We're using it in our community as more than just art. But let's get into kind of like how we made this move a little bit. If you go to our base, you'll see that it actually doesn't move on the original logo mint. It only moves on, after you go into it. So this is the original NFT, and then afterward you'll see a video and you'll see it moving afterwards. So let's go to Chloe. And maybe we'll go on testnet so we can actually go through minting. But I wanted to kind of show what that would look like and how you'd go through it on mainnet and what you'd go through. So we're going to mint on mainnet potentially and have a little fun. So let's hit mint and let's go through the very first step. So if you see, there's forever royalties of marmoj.near getting paid 10% of all royalties, even though I'm minting this from, oops, we got to change our store. Let's actually mint it from chloe.near. I don't know why it's making me log in again, but oh no, I actually can't log in to chloe.near from here. That's not fun. Oh, is it sharing a tab currently? Okay, sorry. I was sharing the incorrect tab. I think that's why I wasn't logged in. Oh, was I sharing the incorrect tab for a while? Potentially. Maybe that's why it made me log in a bunch of times as well. Thank you very much, and Future, for letting me know. This is the issue with having multiple tabs open. So if I was sharing the wrong tab for a while, I'm sorry about that. We will drop back into the accounts tab. We will drop into chloe.near. And it's still not letting us log in, but that's all right. I'll have to log into that one manually later. So let's go back to our base. And it takes a little while to connect, but shouldn't take too long. Okay, or it's making me connect again. Sorry. Okay. So let's mint on the Chloe store. And let's do it from marmoj.near since that's the account we're logged into currently. And let's go to the mint settings. We are currently on the right tab, hopefully, and now you will no longer see the royalties stuck at 10%. I think that's because I was on the wrong tab, and that's why it was showing that anyways. So here under the royalties section, we are going to, let's say, add a split. So it's still black currently. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing because maybe it's just not working at that point then. And I'll try sharing again. So maybe it just stopped sharing. What's the mint base tab? So this is now working hopefully properly. Okay, perfect. Thanks. Oh gosh. Okay, perfect. So now we are going to start this mint. And so first things first, we're going to select an image, and then we're going to go through some of the settings. So selecting the images, selecting an image is very simple. You can kind of just go through any of your images on your computer and just record what you're going to mint. So for me, it's always a bit difficult because I have quite a few random stuff on this desktop, but nothing actually like my actual art. So let's see what we're going to mint. I'm going to mint this. It's Pride month. And last year for Pride, my partner made some blocks for CryptoVoxels. And so this is one of the blocks for CryptoVoxels that she created. And so why not? Let's just mint a couple of them. Let's mint 8, okay? And the royalties are going to go to Nifty Pride 2021 near. Is this a real account? Did I spell it right? I'm definitely spelling it wrong. I'm going to try and get this. And if this doesn't work, it might even just be the full account. There we go. So we're going to send some of our royalties to Nifty Pride. let's set, and then Bianca, because she's the artist. Let's do this, and let's do that. Okay, so those are going to be our splits. 79% to Nifty Pride, 21% to Bianca, and we're going to name it Rainbow Blocks. Or I cannot spell apparently today. Rainbow X let's just do rainbow block pattern, right? That's what it is, right? And let's do X Bianca. And we're gonna actually let's just only mint one of them. How many should we? Oh, Bianca's in the other room working. I was gonna ask her how many we should mint. Let's do 8 for fun, just to show how many we can mint. And so this token is the pattern for rainbow blocks in crypto voxels. Perfect. So the tag is going to be rainbow and then crypto voxels. Sure. And let's go with LOL. Got to enter an error because YouTube stream is stuck in an empty wallet tab. Oh gosh. Well, I'm glad you gave it to the Airbeat instead. Yeah, not sure why it seemed to have gotten stuck. M-Future let me know, so thank you very much for that, M-Future. And I had to refresh my tab for some reason. And so now we are here going through the minting process. And thank you that you could make it. If you have any questions, please note them here. It does help that I don't have YouTube open. So if you have any questions, please stop me at any point. I'm just going through the minting process and showing what I'm doing on Near and how I'm using Mintbase and stuff like that. So if you have questions, please ask them, and I will kind of stop and go through those specifically. But getting back to this, for our extra 2 tabs, tags, I actually like tagging Bianca because I want to tag all of her artwork so that when people come in, they can see that. Yeah, glad it's much better for you. You can see what's going on. Technical things are never fun. Doing this stuff in person is so much easier to have a screen and have an audience in front of you. And let's do design, maybe. To me, it would be fun if someone actually searched for blocks, or let's do metaverse. Metaverse. So this is kind of my idea, right? So my idea is Bianca actually created this. She took some time out of her day. She created this rainbow kind of block colored design. And it looks kind of cool in CryptoVoxels if you get it aligned the correct way. There's other patterns that look better actually, which I might mint later in this session if we kind of have fun with this a little bit. But Bianca, who's the artist, isn't actually the one minting. So I'm actually minting for Bianca. In my split, I can say, you know what? Bianca.near should get paid. She's the one who created this artwork. And you know what? Maybe I'll say, because I'm giving some to charity, let's give 19% and let's do 81. Whoops. And let's do Nifty Pride 2021. So Nifty Pride, is an organization that ran a metaverse event last year in CryptoVoxels. This year it's going to be even bigger. They're running events now already, auctions, NFT auctions. But part of what they're doing for this year is they're doing a yearly account, so that whoever organizes the event this year will have Nifty Pride 2021. Whoever organizes next year will have Nifty Pride 2022. It's probably not needed. On Near, you can actually save niftypride.near, and then you could actually save 2021.niftypride.near, 2022.niftypride.near, and you could actually have different accounts owning each registered name. So on the Near blockchain, you can do a lot of really cool things. Eventually, I hope to kind of work with Nifty Pride and kind of get those things working, but we'll get there eventually. For now, let's just get through the minting. For the date, let's say it's for Pride Month. Let's just go the month of June. Why not? So forever, anyone who buys this NFT will go, hey, this was for Pride. It was for the month of June, let's say. CryptoVoxels, let's keep that as a very short, I like short descriptions, kind of not telling people how they should use it, but just telling them what this is. For the media, this would be kind of fun, in my opinion, to show a video of what it looks like. So let's actually go to crypto voxels. Why not? Let's go to create base peers. It might not look like what it looked like, but I might actually do this, and it would be kind of funny to do this. But if you go to the parcel now, you'll see that you cannot see this rainbow. The parcel looks amazing right now, by the way, for South Pole. Lennar did a great job. But if you go to some previous WOMPs, so previous pictures of this parcel, oh no, I still won't be able to look at the previous parcel, sadly. But this is what the, wait, this is not what I'm looking for. Sorry. This is across the street, I'm pretty sure. Right. Sorry, and I'm just awkwardly in crypto voxels now. Sorry, this is not what I'm looking for. What I was hoping to do was get to the WOMP, but you can see it there a bit. So you can see a bit here, the rainbow design in the parcel. It would have been nice to like open link in new tab. Maybe I can get it to, nope, it just wants to drop me right into crypto voxels. But if you'd like to see what create base peers looks like, it should show up right here in a second. So this is what create base peers looks like. This is what I look like. So I got my Mama J wings up. I got some NFTs up. And so these are some of the other blocks that I might put up for sale. This one here. But you can see some information about the carbon footprint and things are going on. So if you'd like to take some of your NFTs and display them, so some of the NFTs minted on Mintbase are actually already for display up here. So if you've been looking around the Mintbase platform already, you have seen ZD Warp, and you might have seen this NFT around. So just to give a little loop, I will click this. So I'm going to click this NFT. It should give me a link, and maybe it doesn't at the moment. The exhibition might not be done yet. We're kind of giving a little sneak peek of the exhibition. Okay, so all the links aren't in yet for the exhibition, but soon they will be. And I won't drop a link for that yet because, you know, I'll drop a link for that once we're actually done. So but like if I had a video of this, I would drop it here. So you could put like, you know, WebM, you could put videos, you could put audio, so people can like listen to something, let's say, as they were kind of seeing this block, if that's what you wanted to do. You can do 3D models of the block. So if you want people to see, okay, wow, what does it look like in 3D? You can go into CryptoVoxel, or you can create a 3D render of the block, upload it here, and people can kind of see what does this block look like if you're trying to sell it as an artist. But we won't get to that. The PDF, I actually use this quite a bit. Let's see if I can find my PDF version that I did. So if I go to testnet, I should be able to go to my, so it's also you log into both at the same time, and it should keep me logged in. I've been having issues with this over the past couple of days of just, yeah, staying logged in, but that's okay. It'll refresh. Oh gosh, let's not. We're not going through this again. So I'm not going to show what the PDF looks like at the moment, but you can put a PDF into this file. And what's really cool about that is you can start showing people how to use this block. And so in my opinion, PDFs is great for instruction manuals for your art. There's someone in the CreateBase community, Mintbase community, who has Mintbly, I think their name is. I can't pronounce it very well, but they do. You can actually take the PDF off their NFT, and then you could print it out, and you could actually fold along the lines of the PDF and create paper action figures and characters, and that's their art. So you buy the NFT, you print out the PDF, and you can actually use the PDF to create an art piece. So for me, I would say, hey, go to cryptovoxels.com, upload this image into the builder here, and you'll be able to use this picture to create blocks in CryptoVoxels. And that could be a PDF instruction. For location, I'm not going to use one this time, but you can use location for, if I was going to do it, I'd put like, CryptoVoxels. I don't think that's going to work as a location, but it would be cool to use like, or metaverse, if that would come up. But again, it only uses Google location, so it won't actually put up your real location. Website, you can use whatever website you want. So you can put like CryptoVoxels maybe, might be a good website to use here. And then you can put some custom data in. So custom data in my opinion, is one of the cooler use cases. So earlier when I was, let's actually go to Mintbase and not some MIT search on Google. But when I was going through and I was, oh no, oh no, I thought it disconnected me again. I was like, oh no, we're gonna have to log in all over again. That wouldn't have been fun. But in this membership, when you start seeing like, who are we? What do we do? Why near? This is the custom data field. So when you're here and you're looking at custom data, you could actually say like, what is this useful for? And you could write in crypto voxels, builders are able to, what are they able to do? They are able to upload their, so normally I would write this in like a Google Docs and then copy and paste it in, but we'll just do this quickly. Upload their own designs to build with. This block design can be used to create rainbow blocks. Okay, so if you wanted more custom fields, you could. I'm not going to. To me, this is a pretty simple. Maybe I'll capitalize CryptoVoxels, and I'll make sure I spelled it right, like CryptoVoxels. Seems right. If I made a mistake, then it's kind of funny for the mint. And for split revenue, I'll actually add, if you're here in this chat, feel free to send me your mainnet account address, and I'll add you to the split revenues. Since you're here, I appreciate it. It's always more fun, even if people aren't asking too many questions. It's still more fun to have people in the chat, so I know they're actually hearing somewhat of what I'm saying and paying attention somewhat. So if you are in the chat, I will add you to the split revenue so that when these get purchased, maybe in the future, you can kind of see how the split revenue would get paid out. But if no one drops anything, I will continue and I will just mint away and we'll continue with the minting. So we have our custom data field in, telling people what this is useful for. We have no website for now, but let's see if adding CryptoVoxels will work. Earlier today, I was trying to add websites in, and it was giving me a bug. It just wasn't saving. So we'll see if this saves. This doesn't look like it is. So for example, to tell that it's not saving, I would go to like any other tab and go back, and it's not saving the website. But it does save location, it does save custom data, documents, media, but it just doesn't seem to be saving the website at the moment. But I will try. Entering on mainnet. Okay, awesome. So this is your first time making a mainnet account. If it's your first time, you could actually let me know what you would like for an account, and I can save it for you. So for example, I'll just showcase this as well. So if you are here and you're like, okay, wait, I want to do this, but I don't have an account, I can use nearnames.com, and I guess I'm probably not logged into anything. So I'll just log into like Marma J or something just to keep it simple. Yeah. But I can make you an account right now on mainnet so that you can send me a name. So no worries there. If you'd like a mainnet account, let me know. I'll make one for you. I don't know why the wallet seems to have logged me out of all my accounts, which kind of sucks. But I'll have to do that. Log back in eventually. So yeah, feel free to give me your mainnet account name, or you can tell me like, hey, I want Gambazino. No worries, no worries. So for example, if you wanted Gambazino, being a noob is perfect for coming to an AMA. That's how you learn and get started. So I would do this, for example, gambazino.near, and I can save that for you. I can say I'm going to gift you, let's say, 0.5 near. I can put your name as Gambazino, and I can create this account for you and send it to you in a private message. Okay, perfect. I will use the one you provided me. Sounds a lot better, or not better, but it's what you actually want. So instead of me picking something random there, there you go. So child, So childish 5D works. 0.5 near is what I'll gift it with. Gambonzino and perfect. So you can use this account as well. So I will drop this link in the chat. So Gambonzino, if you have any friends, or childish 5D, if you have any friends that want near accounts after this, you can create a few accounts by giving them 0.1 near each and using this exact same DApp if you log into nearnames.com. And you can kind of watch me go through it right now and see the process. So we're going to create a gift account. Because I am logged in already under marmaj.near, top right-hand corner, you can see that, and also you can see it here. And if you ever are like, what the heck's going on? I'm a noob, I don't know what's happening. You can just hit this more information button, and you can kind of see what's happening. It looks kind of confusing, but it honestly isn't that bad. So it's a function's happening. So a function on the blockchain is being called, and these are the arguments. So the function that's being called is create account. Awesome, we're creating you an account. And the arguments of that function are new account ID, which is going to be this. So that's going to be your new account ID, and a new public key. So this is just a hash. So cryptography math stuff, making sure that your key, this account ID, no matter how short or long it is, when you hash it in this format, so ED25519, it equals this, right? And this is always going to be the exact same length for every single person on Near, no matter what length. So this is, so I have marmaj.near, and when you hash marmaj.near in this format, it will give you a string or a hash of this length. That's all this all means. And so I'm going to allow, key value, all that boring stuff. So the cryptography stuff for me is like the simple stuff, in my opinion, because it's the same for the most part on every blockchain. Near gets a bit weird with like, you can make multiple full access keys. So you can create like 5 or 6 access keys that all have full access to your account. And you can also create like one full access key and then a bunch of partial access keys. And so I have like a bunch of keys that can only, for example, like I have some keys on my account that can only vote on certain DAOs. Or that can only tip to certain applications, and that is super helpful. So this is the account that I've created. If you do this for a friend or you make this for someone else, all you have to do is click this click to share button. It'll copy it to my tab, and then I will actually go back into AirMeet, direct message you, because anyone that clicks this link now will be able to use it and save this name. So I have sent you a direct message in AirMeet, so please feel free to check that. After you've clicked it, if you have any problems, like this is kind of where the AMA part kind of comes to life, in my opinion, a little bit. So you got it, awesome. So go through the process. So what's going to happen is you're going to have to save your 12-word phrase. If you're used to using other blockchains, it'll be very self-explanatory. You kind of save your word phrase, seed phrase. You say, yeah, I've saved it. It'll take you straight to the wallet, and you'll be able to use Near just like that. And I will start adding you to the split fees on Mintbase. So this is the account that is yours. I will refresh the page because what's kind of cool is it'll tell me if you've used it. And so, for example, so if you give this to friends, if it says gift links and shows the person here, they haven't used it yet. And if it shows it here under the backups, it means they've used it and you can actually create a backup of it in case your browser gets cleared, like it seems like mine did previously. Okay, so now we are going to go, I think I already saved this, but I will do it again just to triple check that I did. We will go to the split revenues. We will add a split revenue. And we're going to say, you know what? We're going to drop some from the artist. We're only going to give the artist 71%, and we're going to drop 10% of all these sales to childish5d.near. And it already says, look, it already gives me a check mark saying this account does exist on the Near blockchain. It already knows that it's real. So if I try to do like childish4d, for example, it won't work. It'll say, no, that doesn't exist. Sorry, you can't use childish4d. You can only use childish5d. Wallet created, seed saved, And so we are going to start the minting, which is honestly, in my opinion, the most fun part of all of this. So in my opinion, fun stuff would be like, taking videos of like the creation process of like, my partner also uses Procreate to make this stuff. And so she makes videos of herself making these designs. So in my opinion, what would be really useful would be to like maybe in the media section to drop a video of her creating this block so that someone who buys the NFT could actually go like, okay, I'm supporting the artist. I can see them creating the block. And then I'm actually getting also the file of the block. But we're just going to go straight to minting. When you hit mint, it'll redirect you to the wallet yet again. Every time the exact same thing happens. In my opinion, it's a little more self-explanatory than using MetaMask, only because you don't need a browser extension. But this still does work best in Google Chrome, in my opinion. But I have like 5 different Chrome browsers open, and all 5 of them have different Near wallets attached to them, and it's pretty cool how that works pretty easily for me. So I will check the more information tab because we do have a lot more information here. But again, it's always the same thing that's going to be happening. What contract is it? Chloe.mintbase1.near. So we're not minting on the Marmaday contract, we're minting on the Chloe contract. What's the function we're calling? Mint token function. And the arguments are all here. So last time we only had 2 arguments. It was a very simple function. Now we have a lot more arguments, but it's still not that complicated. So the owner ID is going to be marmaday.near. Very interesting, right? So we're going to mint it on Chloe.mintbase.near. But because we're minting it with Marmaday, Marmaday is the owner. Doesn't matter what store you're doing it on or who owns the store. Whoever is minting is the token owner. Then you have the reference metadata, which is all the kind of metadata of like the description, the title of the NFT, and all that metadata that we had in the NFT. And this, again, is the hash of that data, so you don't have to have it all on chain. Like I said, it takes a bunch of data and hashes it down to equal size to make it more efficient on the blockchain. The extra is art. They do keep the tag of what it is on chain. So if you did membership will be saved or anything else. Number to mint will be 8. Royalty arguments are all saved here. So we're going to have 79% of the royalties going to Nifty Pride 2021.near, and 21% of the royalties going to Bianca.near. Remember that the royalties is only 10%. So 79% of the 10% or 21% of the 10%. And then it's showing you here. And then you have the split owners, which is going between Bianca.near, Nifty Pride.near, and we have the new account we just created, Childish5D.near. So we are going to hit allow, and we are going to mint this on the Near blockchain forever, or as long as the blockchain lasts. This will be on the blockchain, and then the data will be there on Arweave forever, or for as long as Arweave lasts as a proof of work blockchain. So once it kind of refreshes back into the wallet, we will now see we have this rainbow block pattern X Bianca. And of course, to get started, I'm going to quickly just send one of these to Childish5D.near so you can see what that looks like. Because, I mean, arguably, you gave us your name, you came as part of this thing, you put your name into it. We should give you one, at least. Yeah, I would definitely suggest getting a ledger. It makes a lot of things a lot easier. I feel much safer with my assets, and I can have 15 mainnet wallets and multiple testnet wallets all on the same device. And so I have backups for my friends. I have backups for family on my ledger as well. So, and this is where the full access keys comes into play. So I have a full access key for my friends and family, but they also have full access keys as private keys and seed phrases. So I'm kind of training them to learn how to keep a seed phrase secure. And if they ever lose their seed phrase, I can just delete that access key and make them a new one from the ledger. On mobile, is it cool too? So on mobile, it actually works pretty well. Yeah, you can use a USB on mobile. You can use Bluetooth as well for the Nano X. I use Bluetooth quite often. And so that makes it a bit easier. So you can just use USB, Ledger Live, and hopefully Wallet Connect comes to Near eventually. And then you can just use your phone and scan a QR code. So on Ethereum, for example, I just use my phone with my Ledger and scan a QR code and I'm logged in. Hopefully that comes to Near. But for Near, all I have to do is kind of sign on my device using a USB, and that works pretty well. Yeah, so hopefully we can get some create-based giveaways for some ledgers as well. It would be super cool. So I just gave you one. So if you go to Mintbase and you go to your base, you will see one of these NFTs. So congrats. It might be your first, and it is your first NFT considering we made you the account a few minutes ago. So congrats on your first NFT you've received on the Near blockchain. Woohoo! Right? And what's fun is that I can now buy this NFT and we can see a split. So because this is one of the most fun parts for me, I will change the account I'm logged into. Oh gosh, it won't let me use Chloe.near, but I can use Chloe.the.dev.near, and I don't think I have enough money there. So we're going to go through a whole bunch of stuff in this AMA. So I'm going to go to my wallet, wallet.near.org, and I will go to, oh gosh, where's Chloe the Dev? I'm pretty sure I have almost no balance here under Chloe.the.dev.near. This is my old test. Oh, I have 5 near. That is more than enough for testing. So we'll go to Chloe.the.dev.near, and you'll see it'll log me in instantly. Even though I'm on the same Mintbase account, it will still, and I'm adding a key for my ledger on this account. I'm just kind of switching back and forth. It's the same ledger, but a different account and a different balance. So when I go to my base on this account, you'll see that I actually have different NFTs owned. So this is the only NFT I have on Chloe.the.dev.near. It was just, I have no stores on this account. It is simply just a test account that I use for different things. But I can go to the marketplace, and if it shows up, it might not show up on the marketplace. That's something Mintbase is still working on, how different NFTs display. But I do have a workaround for this. There's no issues because I'll do it this way. So copy link address. I'm just gonna take it from the chat. We had it in the chat already, so I'm not gonna mess around for too long. Oh, I didn't even put it on sale yet either. I just realized. Oops. And this is the wrong one. So that was the Marmaduke membership. So let's go back because I realized I have to actually put it on sale. So let's go to my account. Let's go to Marmaduke.near yet again. Let's go to my base. Let's go to this wonderful NFT we just created. Magical, I know. Let's give it a like. Let's give it a vote. So you can see again the date, June 1st to June 30th, what this is useful for. In crypto voxels, builders are able to upload their own designs to build with. This block design can be used to create rainbow blocks. Very simple. I can transfer it like I just did, or we can sell it. So when we sell, 2.5% goes to Mintbase. These are the rest of the splits. You can see Bianca's profile image there as well. We're going to hit sell. We are going to, it's not giving me, oh, it's making me put a price in. So we are going to put a 1 near sell price. For some reason, it's not allowing me to do an auction, which is very interesting. There should be a button here for an auction as well. So I'm going to refresh the page and see if I can get this to come up. So there should be 2 different options for when you want to list an NFT. So as you can see here, first we minted 8. Now we only have 7 because we gave 1 away. But when I click this, my price, it should allow me to do an auction or a simple sale. I'm not seeing an auction setting. And again, maybe the team's working on it at this very, very moment. And so I kind of want to wait a bit because I kind of wanted to show you guys what an auction would look like. So let me see if I can see the settings yet for the store. No store settings and no auctions at the moment. So this is where, we are still in this whole, it is on mainnet, but they're still working on some of the settings, mostly on the UI side. So if you're a developer and you're using the CLI, so I'll go to the developers page now. We have 9 minutes left of this AMA. So if you're a developer and you want to jump into the NPM package and do all this through JavaScript, you can do all of these functions through JavaScript, and you don't need to actually use Rust. You don't need to use the UI. And in my opinion, the easiest way of going through this would be on this using CLI. So I'll drop the link here for the developers page. The Mintbase team, the launch of this platform on mainnet was a couple weeks ago. So they are still working on, the marketplace, making sure that, everyone's NFTs are able to display in some way, or which NFTs display. So is it based on, voting mechanics, or is it based on a curation system? Who's in charge of that curation system? These are all things that need to still be developed or designed. But when it comes to usability and using the platform, you're kind of good to go. And so if you want to make your own front end, that could be an option. Using the NPM package to mint tokens in JavaScript and display them on a WordPress site, or that would be pretty cool. And kind of other ways to do it as well. So let's kind of go back though, because we do want to list this regardless and buy it and show the split fees regardless. So awesome. That's amazing. Glad to know that you applied. It's very exciting. I know they're definitely looking for people, so I hope that works well. I'm currently here, so in Lisbon, so it'll be exciting. Good luck for sure. Perfect. So as we switch back to this NFT, I think we're gonna have to just put it for sale as a simple sale at this point. Let's just put it for something cheap. 119, simple sale. It'll go back to, you're very welcome. It'll go back to the wallet. They actually add dynamic pricing now, which is super cool. So on testnet, if you watch some of the previous videos and like on the community calls and such, you'll see that it used to cost 0.1 near to list NFTs, no matter what you were doing, no matter how many. Now they have dynamic pricing. So if you want to list 6, it'll cost 1 price, or 10, and depending on the data, it'll cost different amounts. So it's pretty cool to me, how they're using dynamic pricing for this. So we're listing token IDs 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And so what happens is in each store, the token IDs only go up, but you can get addition numbers by checking what is the first token ID in this store using the specific hash. And that would be token ID 8, that would be addition number 1. And then addition number 7 would be token ID 14. And then addition number 8 would be the one I gave away, or the other way around, but relatively self-explanatory. We're going to allow the listing of these NFTs onto the marketplace. So on my ledger now, I'm going through all of these functions, I'm approving them, and then success, and I'll be kind of drop back. So this is kind of the most fun part. We only have 5 minutes left, but in my opinion, definitely saved the best for last. So what I'm gonna do is see listing, and I'm gonna drop the listing link in this, listing link here. Okay, so anyone can kind of see it, they can look at it, they can buy it if they'd like. But what we're gonna do is we're just gonna switch our account. So we're gonna push to clothed.dev.near, switch instantly, and we should be able to drop this link in the chat and still log into clothed.dev.near. This should work out relatively well. Let's see. There, perfect. So we're logged into clothed.dev.near. We have 4.47 near. We can now upvote this again and be like, oh, wow, what an awesome NFT. What are they useful for? Okay, I'm a CryptoVoxels builder. I see this. I'm like, you know what? Let's do it. I want to buy now. So it'll redirect me straight to the wallet. And this is where I was saying you could have that buy now link in CryptoVoxels as a link someone's buying. So you could be in CryptoVoxels, you can show the price of an asset, 1 near, 10 near, have a buy now link in CryptoVoxels. Someone could be walking around in VR, click the buy now link, and it can redirect them straight here to buy for the price, straight to this redirection link. And if they're already logged into Near, it'll log in for them. If they're not logged in, it'll ask them create an account or log in, and it'll walk them through the process automatically. So I'll hit allow, and I'm going to buy this NFT for 1.19 near. And the cool thing is, childish Gambazino, you will be able to look at your wallet and you'll see what you've earned from this NFT as well. So let's go back to the NFT. You'll now see that there is 6 available, no longer 7. We should go to the Near wallet and we'll be able to see, who did we split out to? I can't even remember. I think we split to Bianca and so we're going to go to the Explorer, the mainnet Explorer. Yeah, please check. please check and tell us like how much near you got and everything, like how it worked out, what's in your account. So you should see it very easily. Actually, you know what? I might share Bianca's screen. I do have that open. So what I'm going to do is go to base. Actually, I'm going to go to near wallet. And then, because I'm just going to show what it looks like. Why not? You know, why not? So, sorry, I have like, this is what I said. I have many tabs open. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And I'm going to now quickly start sharing. Where is it? Here. So I am logged into Bianca's account. And so you can see Bianca's wallet now. So you can see that 10 hours ago. That doesn't seem correct. There you go. I was like, that didn't seem correct. So 1 minute ago, when I bought the NFT, like live in this session, Bianca.near, the creator of that block, who had no part in this, she's in the other room somewhere, I'm pretty sure, she earned 0.76577 near. And so you can kind of look into the transaction on the Explorer. And so I will show this transaction on the Explorer on AirMeet so that it's easy to see. So this is how much the owner got, but you should also see in this link how much you got in this transaction. So because this is a general transaction for everybody. So you could see this is what happened. There was a make offer on token number 8 for the price of 1.19. What happened was, so it got approved, right? And you can see here are the payouts. So here's Bianca's payout, which we kind of just showed. I'll duplicate this tab and go back so we can show exactly what the payout was. And here you can see, so 76577, and you can go here and see the payout was, where are we? Here we go, 765,765. So now on the Explorer, you can get the exact payout. And yeah, so you just showed you received near from mintbase1.near, and you have your amount, 0.10442. And if you look on the Explorer or you look on my screen, you'll see like the exact amount of near that you got from that transaction. So anytime those NFTs sell on the marketplace, so if you buy one, and I wouldn't suggest buying one of them, but if you buy one of them, you'll also receive 0.10442 near. Also, if I added your account into the royalties, you would have also got paid out for the royalties as well, which is kind of cool. That means that every time it gets sold, you'll get paid out. So yeah, I mean, you can kind of see all the information, like who gave the offer, what was the offer price. It got accepted automatically because it was a set sale price, and you can kind of see all the information that happened. So Childish Gambonzino getting paid. You could see Nifty Pride getting paid. So if we wanted to go to Nifty Pride in the Explorer, all we'd really have to do is kind of go back to the main near Explorer, and at the end, I think we have to go accounts. Let's just do that. Let's just go to accounts. I know time for this AMA is like pretty much over. I'm just quickly going to go through the Explorer, go through the accounts, go through Nifty Pride. And we can see that their balance is actually only 2.27 near. So it's kind of cool that 5 minutes ago they earned some near, but they don't actually have much near yet as an organization or as a group. So they're trying to raise funds for queer or LGBTQ plus artists in the Web3 space, not just on near, but across Ethereum and Tezos and other chains. So it's kind of cool how I can just create art add a different artist as the split in royalties and split fees, and then I can actually support a local organization, or I should say local, but global organization in the Web3 space. And so you can see that they actually got, so you can see how much they got paid out here. So you probably got paid out 0.29 near just now from this artist AMA. So I hope that was helpful for people. If you have any other questions, please come to the next AMA, which will be held next Tuesday by Lenara in the Mintbase Discord. So there is that. I will drop the link for that event quickly in the chat here. But all the events, I'm actually going to just drop the general event link because all of our events are on our community calendar. So createbase.community/events, and you can drop into the events that we have going on. We love it for the hackathon this weekend and other things as well. But thank you so much, everyone. I am going to head off now. But I hope this, see you next time. Thanks. Good luck on the application. And I hope this helps people get started with, how to use Mintbase, how to get started with Near, how to, use split royalties and split fees in a useful way. Thank you very much. It is definitely lunchtime. Okay. Bye, everyone.